Okay. Hello. Hello. Dave, you're literally always the first one to pop onto my streams. What the fuck is up, my guy? Ivy, Jonas, Flimsy Whim, Bay. Hi. Learn English, Ahmed. Bonda. Hi. Welcome to my stream, everyone. I'm Sam. If you don't already know, and today I will be talking to you, I'm going to rap to you about quitting your job and never looking back. My entire team, the whole No Apologies team, which is myself and 2 other people, we've all left our jobs and never gone back. So it's possible. It's possible. And the good news is you don't even have to leave your job before you replace your income. This is a myth that some people may believe in. Like, you don't have to leap. You don't have to just jump. You can. That's what I did. That's what I did personally. That's what Mandy did. And I believe that's also what Andre did on my team. But you don't have to. So for those of you, thanks for the likes, by the way. Thanks, Christina. Thank you, Jonas. For those of you who are interested, or like, not just interested, but deeply ready to leave your job, and you just want an exit plan and you want someone to help you know how to replace your income, cover your own bills, so you can finally quit your job and never look back, I have something for you. Okay? I will say, first of all, who falls into that category? Who here works a job and is like, this shit is not for me? Tell me in the chat. I already know I'm going to be thirsty in this bitch. Tell me in the chat if you work a job and you are like, this is not for me. Nope. Pass. But you just don't know what to do to get out of it. Raven, Luis, Jonas, thank you. You walked away from yours, Christina. Nice. Nice. Did you have your income like replaced when you walked away, or did you just like jump? You just took the leap. Vita, Joan, hi. I am. Stop the cap. What's up? Tony Dork, hi. David Rodriguez, namaste. Hello. Who here is not interested in having a job for the rest of your life? And I'm speaking especially to younger people. I'm speaking to you before you have a mortgage, before you have a family, before you have kids and you have 20,000 fucking expenses to pay for. Nice, Christina. Before you get to that point, I advise you to learn how to make your own money. Because I meet a lot of parents and people who have houses and kids and they're paying for all this fucking shit and they hate their fucking job and they're just like, when I leave my job, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make like 10 grand a month to pay all my bills. And it does not have to be that way. It's not to say you cannot make 10 grand a month. In fact, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. But I would like to help you leave your job before it is too late. Before you get to a point where you're like, now I have all these fucking responsibilities, bills, kids, house, everything. You did side jobs in the community. Nice. Forest Creature, hi. Vijay, Wordflex, Bilal, Gabriel, what's up? I don't have money. Okay, well, are you going to change that or that's just the way it is? What's up? By the way, for those of you who don't know, my name is Sam. I know, I saw that. 777. Holy shit, I've been seeing repeating numbers everywhere lately. Especially 6/14, which is my birthday. Ooh, it's windy outside. For those of you who don't know who the fuck I am, my name is Sam. And I have some really cool information to share with you. And yeah. I have some really cool information to share with you about how the world that you're experiencing is a simulation, following your intuition, about how you can use social media to grow as a person and pay your bills, which is pretty cool. I've been living a very interesting life for the past few years, receiving mentorship in these things. And I've learned a lot of stuff that you simply cannot find on the internet. And nowadays, 3 years later, now we are starting to take this information and apply it to a much more practical and specific topic, I guess. Not so much problem, but topic, which would be people who want to quit their job. How to use the awareness that this is a simulation, none of it's real, you have an intuition, and you also have access to social media to successfully quit your job and never look back. Ads winning. What do you mean? Christina Hearts. So again, my name is Sam. Give me your questions if you have them. Let me know what the fuck is up. And yeah, happy to answer questions. And I will be letting you know about our class that we're hosting on Monday, this coming Monday, which is a workshop that will help you replace your income that your job is giving you so you can quit before you so you can quit without having to just like start from zero. Ads winning. I won all Hollywood studios and sets are watching me. Okay, great. That's amazing. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Okay. All right. So Rob, does anyone here want to quit their job? Who the fuck? Oh, we have 6 people in the chat. Okay. I'm just like, hello, who's here? What is going on? Christina. Oh shit. Well, I'm really happy for you, Christina, that it all like worked out. I've actually never met anyone for whom quitting their job didn't work out. I've met people who quit their job and then pussied out and went back to their job, but that was a personal choice that they made. And I've never met someone who left their job and was like fully committed. They decided, I'm not going back, who ran into any particular problems with that. Yeah, including myself. Like when I left my job back in 2019, I was a waitress. That was my work. And I fucking hate waitressing. And I did not have a plan. I had no idea what the fuck I was going to do. All I knew was that I could get help from people. What's up, LaDonna Ray? All I knew was that I could get help from people. And I started looking into getting like a sugar daddy, but I did not want to like do that. Hi. I did not want to be a sugar baby. That was not appealing to me. But I had the idea that I could use sugar daddy websites to like meet people and have them help me. And that's exactly what happened. I met a bunch of sugar daddies and they were all willing to help me with whatever the fuck I needed to leave my job and do my own thing, which is actually amazing. It's amazing that people are so generous and so willing to help when you just express to them like, hey, I want to quit my job. I want to start over. I want to leave my relationship. What can we do? Can you help me? And so I had 2 men that I met. One of them paid me to go out to dinner with him. Actually, they both did that. They both paid me about $400 each to go out to dinner. And this is not about getting a sugar daddy, first of all. Just a disclaimer. Well, what I'm going to be telling you about and what the class is about on Monday is not about getting a sugar daddy. This is just my story. Hi, Phil. Hi, Aaron. So anyway, I'm telling them, like, I want to leave my job and I want to get my own place and leave my current relationship because I'm very unhappy and I just want to, like, I want to do my own thing. And they were like, yes, I love that for you. How can I help? So I got paid to go out to dinner. One of them let me leave my stuff, all my belongings at his house because I had just packed my car and I left my ex's house. And I just had a bunch of shit in my car. And I needed to use my car for other stuff, then it couldn't be full. And I forget exactly why, but he just let me leave my shit there. And it was amazing. And what else? One of them gave me like hella gift cards, like $500 Visa gift cards. And I could use all of that to like furnish the apartment that I got. And in order for me to get the apartment that I wanted, which was just a 1-bedroom, the other guy that I met wrote a fake letter of employment for me. So I would have like a proof of income because I had no income because I had just quit my job, right? So that was amazing. They both helped me so much just because I was willing to ask. I was willing to be like, this is what I want to do. Is there anything you can do to help me? So yeah, that was cool as fuck. And in another twist of fate, one of them did want a favor, which I obliged, and I hated it, right? So that was when I fully realized, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. And after that happened, he called me back to his place and he was like, I just got a call from my doctor and I need to leave the state and go back home to get cancer treatment because I just found out I have cancer again. And I want to give you this check. It was a check for $3,500, which I was like, whoa, okay, this is the most money anyone's ever given me at one time. But that was the exact amount of money I needed to put down the security deposit and pay the first month's rent for my apartment. So that was how I got my place. It just worked out perfectly. And I had people help me, and they were strangers, but they were willing to do anything I needed. So that really showed me that when you make a leap and you're willing to ask for help, it will work out for you. This is not the first time in my life that I asked someone for help and I made a leap and it worked out amazingly. Hello, Gustavo. Vay. Hello. Ayani. What's up? Hello. So yeah, feel free to put your questions in the chat if you have questions about leaving your job, questions about using social media to generate money, pay your bills, questions about using your intuition. And again, we have a class on Monday that is going to teach you how to replace your income and cover all your bills so you can leave your job and not have no income, which is really fucking cool. Like, this is for people who are serious about wanting to leave their job. Forest Creature, I saw that you said you just started a new job and you already hate it. Yeah. Yup. So this workshop on Monday will teach you. It will give you all the awareness you need to be able to leave your job, which is really just how much money you're going to need to be able to do it. And it will also give you ways to replace your income for every single one of your bills so you get all your bills paid before you leave your job. And then when you leave, there's a full safety net for you. So that's the workshop on Monday. It's $100 to join. And when you join during this live stream, I will give you a copy of our book, Quantum Cash. Will I pay you to fly to Arizona and go to dinner with me? No. But thanks for asking. I love that you asked that. Love it. So yeah. What the fuck is up, guys? What's going on? Like, I'm not gonna just sit here pitching all night. Who are you? What is your story? What are you doing? What's your life? Tell me. You want to come see me? Then do it. I want. I'll believe it when I see it. I want. You know how many people have said to me, I want to come see you. I want to come meet you in person. And just didn't. Ayani, what's up? AD, hi. What is your story? Oh, here we go. Question. I love questions. Ayani, what's up? Good to see you again. Any advice on leaving your job without a large safety net? I've got about a month to shift my life. Yeah, so you're going to have to feel your motherfucking feelings. But also, this is what we were talking about on the live stream earlier today, Ayani, that you were at. You have bills, right? And people think, the first thing people think when they're like, okay, I want to quit my job, is how much money do I need to make to pay all my bills? And they have this number, this big number. Maybe it's like 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, whatever it is. And that, when you look at it that way, it's incredibly overwhelming. What's up, Henry? It's really overwhelming to look at this big number as the number you need to hit to be able to pay your bills without a job. But there's a different way to go about it. There's a different way. You look at every single one of your bills separately. So you have a few $200 bills. You have a grocery bill that's maybe like, I don't know, $600. I have no idea. You have your rent. You have all these separate payments every single month. It is so much easier and so much more manageable and like easy to fucking accept for yourself when you start replacing your bills one by one. So instead of trying to like get this big number together so you can pay all your bills, start finding ways to pay individual bills. So it's like, okay, I need $200. Okay, I need $300. How can I get this together? It's much easier. And then when you have something established for every single one and you can just repeat it and it's easy, then all of your bills are paid. You've got every single one of your bills paid. Your income is replaced. Thank you for the follow. It is smart, yes. So that's what we're going to teach you how to do. That's what Andre is going to teach you how to do at the workshop on Monday. How to find out exactly how much money you need for all your individual bills, and then how to replace your income so you could cover every single one of those bills. It's not about how to get all this big money together so you can just pay everything. It's about how to replace your income for individual bills. And so everything is covered and you have extra. That's what we're going over at the class on Monday, which again, you can join during this live stream. And when you join during this stream, I'll send you a copy of our book, Quantum Cash, as a gift. Yeah. I never worked for Yelp. Yeah. That's actually a new strategy. Never heard that before. Yeah, we have a lot of new shit that people have never heard before. I've been saying this for years. I have literally been saying for years that most of the information that I have to give you, you will not find anywhere else. Because I found it, I received it from a mentor, not from the fucking internet, not from books. Yeah. Not for books. I've been saying this for years. Whether or not people believe me, I don't know. Some people do, some people don't. Some people find out for themselves that it's like, holy shit, this is different. I've never heard this before. But that's my story. I literally was gifted or given mentorship from someone who had learned from his mentor and his mentor's mentor, and just lineage, like generations of people passing this information down to each other. And the whole thing that I'm talking about with like replacing your income from your job, it's not like I didn't have mentorship in how to leave your job, but we just took the information and applied it to that. So what I did learn from my mentorship was things like how to follow my intuition, how to shift my reality because it's a mirror for me, how to learn about myself by looking at all of this, gaining awareness. It's a bunch of cool shit. So anyway, what's up, Andy? Nora, hello. Thank you for the gifts, Nora. Thank you. Aaron, thank you. Hi, welcome. Does anyone else have questions about quitting your job, replacing your income, using your intuition, using social media to generate money for yourself, anything like that? I'm happy to answer them. And if you'd like to join the workshop on Monday, just send me a DM on TikTok right now. I will send you the link. It's $100. That's it. And when you join during this live stream, I will send you a copy of our book, Quantum Cash, as a bonus gift. It's an ebook and audiobook, so you can listen to it if you want. Christian, hi. EJ Guajiro, hello. How much is it to be your mentee? I'm not taking mentees right now. It's a lot. I'm not taking mentees. We did that long enough. And yeah, it was a lot. I would just recommend coming to the class. It's going to be fucking epic. Like, if you are you're serious about quitting your job. You're serious about, okay, I don't want to do this forever. I need an exit plan. That's what this class is going to be. It will be your exit plan. You can execute it. You can even get help to execute it at the class because it's a live class. Andy, I can buy your book on Amazon UK. Does this benefit you or would you prefer yourself? So if you buy it on Amazon, it's going to be $22 and you're going to get the paperback version, which is fine. That does benefit me. If you buy it from me directly, you get the ebook and the audiobook, which is more. It's $37. So it's up to you. It doesn't matter either way for me. It's just, do you want a paperback version or do you want the ebook audiobook? Forest Creature, how do I stop feeling afraid of what other people might think? Well, what are you afraid they're going to think about you? Give me more. What are you talking about? What are you afraid people are going to think about you? Cool, Andy. How did I know last time? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Ayani. Okay, cool. Send me a DM. Send me a DM on TikTok. I'll send you the link. Yes, get Quantum Cash, Andy. You'll love it. It's my favorite book in the whole series. Ayani. Bye, Christina. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again. Woo! Okay, cool. Let me get this for you. Lacey, hi. Okay. Just sent it to you, Ayani. You're going to have to copy and paste it into your browser to get the link to work. And let me know when you're in, and I will email you Quantum Cash to say thanks. You're going to love it. It's my favorite book in our series. Okay, Forest Creature, that I'm weird or stupid. So you're afraid that people are going to judge you or think about you as weird or stupid. Well, what's wrong with being weird and stupid? Like, so what? The way to become literally unfuckwithable, like to the point where no one can get under your skin because you don't give a fuck, is to just accept that everything that someone could possibly judge you for is just true. Maybe you are weird and stupid. In fact, you definitely are. Weird and stupid. What the fuck is wrong with that? Please, tell me. Oh, like all my parents told me that. My parents taught me that being stupid is bad and I should be smart. It's like, okay. Do you want to be in the position your parents are in? Do you also want to live your life making sure that you aren't stupid so that your parents can be happy even though they don't give a fuck? They're living their own life. What if everything anyone could judge you for was just true and that was okay? I'm signing a lease to 4X grow my popular bar restaurant. What's a good move for funding? Fuck if I know. Shit. A good move for funding? Andy is weird and smart. Well, yeah, I don't know about being smart. Being smart is severely overrated. Like, severely overrated. People think being smart is important, and that's, like, rich people are smart or some shit, but actually, the smarter you are, the the broker you tend to be. The more intelligent you are, the smarter you think you are, the more you know, the more limited you become. Like if you know, ironically, yeah, I know, it's really ironic that the more you know, the more limited you are. The more you know about like, oh, this is how life works, the more you put yourself in a box of how life works, right? But life doesn't actually work that way. Life only works the way that you believe it does. Life will work exactly the way you believe it does. And you think you're so smart. You think you're looking at life being like, I was right. When really you're just looking at a reflection of your own limitations. You're looking at a reflection of the box you put yourself in. You think you're so smart because life is behaving exactly the way you tell yourself it does. But that's exactly why you're so limited. Because life works in all sorts of different ways. Yeah, like, oh, you can't make money from the internet. Like, it just takes years. You think you're so fucking smart. Yay, Ayani's in. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Hooray. Okay, I'm going to email you the book right now. Have you read Quantum Cash, Ayani? Because if you haven't, or if you have read it already, I can give you something else. But if you have not, you're going to fucking love it. Let me know. So I'm stupid? Maybe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Why would you even bother labeling yourself either way? Like, why the fuck is the point of spending your energy on labeling yourself? I guess I just want to be considered smart, which is the ego talking, makes sense. You got Quantum Cash in the mail today? No way. You ordered it, the paperback? That's so funny. You got it in the mail today. Well, here's the deal. I can give you the audiobook if you prefer, if you'd like that, or I can send you a different book. You got Quantum Networking too. Okay, nice. Would you like the audiobook version of Quantum Cash? If you don't have that? T. Jason, thanks for the follow. What different book did I have in mind? Well, the only other books we have are Quantum Wealth, which is the third book in the Quantum series. We have the Paid to Exist ebook, and we also have our novel. We have a novel called No Apologies, which is about people pleasing. So if either any of those sound interesting, I can send those to you too. But for those of you who have not read Quantum Cash, it pairs perfectly with this class that we're hosting on Monday. And so Quantum Cash is the gift for you when you join the class during this stream. So let me know, Ayani, which one you want. Quantum Wealth? All right, I'll send it to you. Yay! See you on Monday. All right, Quantum Wealth coming your way. Desktop, ebooks, audiobooks. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hopefully this is the updated one and it doesn't have an old ass link. Hello, greetings from Ghana. What's up, blue or red pill? All right, Quantum Wealth. There it is. Okay. Okay, just sent it. Ayani, you should have it in your email. Yay, I'm so excited. Super fun. Oh my God, you're going to love Quantum Cash too. I'm glad you got the paperback version. Holly Faith, thank you for the follow. Okay, Forest Creature. I guess I just want to be considered smart, which is ego talking. Makes sense. Yeah. Like, it doesn't fucking matter either way. If you're smart, stupid, because you just have your experience. Yay, okay, Ayani. See you later. Have fun. What's up, Glenn? I'm looking at your profile picture. What the fuck is that? All right, who else is joining this class? What are we discussing here? I'm just being my cute self, answering questions about quitting your job, finding ways to replace your income, using social media to generate money, following your intuition, etc., etc. And I'm promoting this class that we're hosting on Monday. It's a workshop that will give you an exit plan to replace your income from your job so you can quit your job and know exactly how you're going to make all the money you need to cover all your bills. That is the class on Monday. It's $100 to come to the class, and when you join during this live stream, I will give you our book, Quantum Cash, as a gift. Quantum Cash will blow your fucking mind, and it will completely alter everything you think you know about money and make you realize that money is way simpler than you think it is. Way simpler. I used to, when I was struggling with money years ago, I used to be like, I would fucking chew off my left arm just to be able to understand money. Like, there's something about money that's not clicking I knew this. I intuitively knew it. I could feel that there was something about money that just wasn't clicking for me. And I was like desperate to understand it. I was so desperate to understand money and just like get it, because I just felt so fucking confused about it. It was so overcomplicated. And then when I went through my mentorship, I discovered what the fuck I was missing about money, and holy shit. I felt so dumb. I felt so dumb, but in the best way, because it's like when you realize the thing you're not getting about money, you realize that you were actually playing into the game the entire time. You weren't doing anything wrong. You were doing things exactly right. But that's why money is so fucking hard. It seems so hard. It's not actually hard. In fact, it's incredibly easy. When you get on the path that we have available to you, that we teach you, that I was given when I went through my mentorship and you can get from us, the first thing that changed in my life was my money experience. The first thing that like fixed itself and just stopped being a problem was my money experience. And that was the thing I'd struggled with the most for my entire life. So it was insane and mind-blowing for me to realize that the one thing that was my biggest fucking problem was actually the smallest problem, like the easiest to solve. But yeah. So anyway, for those of you who are like, I will not be working a job, period. I have a job now and I fucking hate it. And I'm looking for any exit plan I can get. I'm looking for ways to leave. I want to quit my fucking job. I want to quit before it's too late, before I'm in too deep. This class that we're hosting on Monday is for you. You will walk away from the class knowing exactly how to replace your income and cover all your bills without a job. And you can make that money the way that we give you, the way that you learn, whatever, the way you want to do it before you quit. So you have a safety net before you leave. So to join the class, just send me a DM on TikTok. It's $100. I'll send you the link. And when you get in during the stream, I will also give you our book, Quantum Cash, which will help you get that same realization that I got, that I was just talking about how money works. Hi, Camillo. Fish in the percolator. What's up? Andy, by the way, I appreciated your suggestion. I'm definitely considering the option of starting. Amazing. What the fuck do you mean considering the option of starting? Like what? Hello? Just do it. What the fuck? I'm considering the option of starting. Okay. So in other words, you haven't done shit about it. Okay. Pedro. Hi, Pedro. I need your book first. Okay. Okay. Which one did you order, or which one are you ordering? Because there's 3 of them. Or did you say? I don't think you said, because I don't know. Welcome everyone to my stream. If you just popped on, my name is Sam, and oh, good, amazing, glad to hear it. Yes, good. My name is Sam, for those of you who don't know me, and I am, Cash is great. Yeah, you're gonna love that one. I help you quit your job and never go back. I do a lot of things to help a lot of people, but right now what we're focusing on is helping young people quit their jobs and never go back. Learn how to make their own money, self-sustain, support themselves, so you never have to get a job ever again if you don't want to. What exactly do I teach? That. How to not work your job, how to make your own money, how to support yourself and survive on your own, which ultimately isn't really on your own, because no one survives on their own. That's how you fucking die. But most people don't know how to make their own money. It's just the way it is. Most people have no fucking idea how to make their own money. They have no, if I told you, go make $100 today, would you know how to do that? Like, be honest. If I said to you, I challenge you to go make $100 today, would you know how to make that money? How to get it? Some people maybe. Some people are like, yeah, I've been hustling since I was a kid. I know how to get money. No, exactly. That was my experience. I grew up not knowing how to make my own money. The only way I knew to get money was from a job. And I believed this so deeply that fraud, $100, I could scam someone for it. No. I mean, I guess you could, but do you know how to do that too? Whatever. I grew up deeply believing that if you're going to start a business, it's going to take years for the business to be like, to make money. Make money, like a penny. Not just like be in profit, but to make money. I believe that it took years to get your first dollar in the door as a business owner, which is so fucking dumb, like looking back on it, but that was just what I believed. I only knew how to get money through paychecks. So when I quit my job and I had no plan, I made that shit work, but it was difficult. And it wasn't until I learned how to make my own money that things got easier. And I started to increase my sense of like, okay, I don't suck. My self-worth, my awareness of myself. So yeah, that's what I help people do now. Hi, F Company. Nice. Can I give an example of how to make money? How to make your own money? Why do I work? Because I like it. I love what I do. I love social media. I love showing up. I wouldn't even consider this work. Like, live streaming to me is one of the most fun things to do like ever. So, I don't know, because I'd rather do this than just sit around and do fucking nothing. Okay, how to make your own money. There's fucking infinite ways. Tell me what skills do you have? What is a skill that you have, or a gift or a talent or an experience, something you've learned that other people may struggle with? What is it? Are you really good at cleaning? Are you really good at organizing? Are you good at soccer? Are you good at Mandarin Chinese? Are you good at playing the guitar? Like, what are some skills you have? What do you know how to do? What have you gone through? Are you good at listening? Listening, being a good listener, will make you more money than any other skill, period. And everyone can be a good listener. This is another thing that most people never fucking learn. The most valuable skill is listening. And the reason why the most valuable skill is listening is because when you listen, you are beyond valuable to people who can pay you. Because when you can listen, you can identify what the people who are talking to you are missing. And if you can listen to someone and catch what that person is missing and what they're saying, you can help them solve so many of their problems. You have no idea how much time people waste because they're telling themselves something that simply isn't true, or the dots aren't connecting and they think they are, but they're really not. And someone who's a good listener can catch that. And you can be paid, compensated, appreciated infinitely when you have the skill of listening. Is it all about financial freedom? It's actually about financial independence. there's a difference between financial freedom and financial independence, and this is what it is. But first, I'm getting a drink. I need some chapstick. Oh my God, it's dark. All right. 1 second. Just coming on a journey with me. Good joke, Andy. I know it's a joke. Good fucking joke. Oh no. Chaos. Okay. Pedro. Bride of Dankenstein. Pop that. Nice. I am ready. Cheers. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of heady. Oh, I really fucked that one up. That's all right. I wasn't paying attention. This would be... You would be interested in it, you Scottish fuck. This is Bride of Dankenstein, Mason Ale Works, West Coast IPA double feature. Yeah. Oh man, I love giving shit. Thank you for the Go Popular. Oh, I was just going to explain the difference of the difference between financial independence and financial freedom. Yes. So, financial freedom. I know, right? All is on. Absolutely. Yes. Plan your exit from your job. And so the whole thing right before I get into the financial freedom thing, I'll just repeat myself. The class that's on Monday will teach you how to identify exactly how much money you need to quit your job and like survive. And it will also give you what you need to replace your income and pay every single one of your bills before you leave. So you can quit your job knowing exactly how every single one of your bills is going to be paid. That's the class on Monday. It's $100 to join. It's $100 to join. And I will send you our book Quantum Cash as a gift when you join during this stream. So just putting that out there. Send me a DM on TikTok if you'd like to join, and I'll send you the link. So now that that's said, the difference between financial freedom and financial independence is financial freedom is freedom from money, freedom from finances. Someone who's free from finances lives in the woods and has a fireplace and no Wi-Fi because they're not using money for anything. They hunt their own food. They're financially free, right? No one who spends money is financially free. There's a huge difference here. Not a single person who spends any money on anything or makes money from any source is financially free. What you're referring to when you're thinking of making your own money and not relying on a job is financial independence. So when you would like to be financially independent, that still means you're engaging in the flow of money. You're just not depending on someone like a job to give you the money. You don't have to be at your job at a certain time, till a certain time, on certain days, and if you don't want to do it, you're fucked, right? So, Amazing. Yeah, totally. Right. That's the difference between financial freedom and financial independence. So is this all about financial freedom? No, this is about financial independence. And like I was saying earlier, a lot of people struggle with knowing how to make their own money. I don't think anyone even answered my question. If I challenged you to go out and make $100 today, would you be able to do it? Would you know how? Could you do it? Are you like confident that you could do it? Make $100 today. Tell me in the chat. Be honest. I got some ideas. Okay. But are you confident you can do it? Having ideas and being confident that you could get the money is not the same thing. Not that you don't need ideas, but most people have no idea how to make $50. Exactly. If I challenge you to make $50 in a day, no, okay, great, thank you, Pedro. But this was me. I've been there. I know exactly what it feels like. This is a story I can tell you guys. I know exactly what it feels like to need exactly $100 for something that day and have no fucking idea how to get it. It was one of the most humiliating experiences I have ever had. And that was what really sealed the deal for me in realizing that something needed to change. So what am I making now is a good question. For 3 years now, I have been making for myself at least 5 figures a month on social media. And I tell you this because most people don't realize the power of social media. Thank you. Most people don't realize the power of social media. Most people think that if you're going to make money on social media, you need thousands and thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of followers. And you need to have a business and you need to have like this fancy branding and it takes forever. I heard someone say literally the other day, she was like, it takes years to monetize an organic audience. And that is bullshit. That is absolutely 100% unequivocally false. So people don't realize the real power of social media to make money, to sell, to like replace your job income. And it's actually very fathomable and very doable to make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month or more without even having a business, without having a team, without having a fancy like business structure with all this fancy branding and shit, without having like a fully fleshed out offer suite. I made my first ever $250,000 year in my life. I made the majority of that money selling ebooks, $37 fucking ebooks. I will not be showing you my documents, but you can listen to my stories. Hi, Nova. Yes. I've told these stories infinite times because they're cool stories, but also I just know what it feels like to be under the impression that something is not doable or not possible. I know now, with all the experience I have making money on social media, I know now that making an extra like $1,000 a month on TikTok or Instagram is like brain dead. Like that's the minimum. If you're really gonna monetize your social media, $1,000 a month is like the bare fucking minimum that you're gonna make, that you can make. You may be like, oh, that's a lot. Like $1,000 extra a month. That shit's fucking easy. On the internet, on social media, when you use what I've been using, when you know how to like create relationships with people, fucking easy. $1,000 is nothing. This is why 10, 20,000 is so doable, because 1,000 is like you just shat your pants and it just happened. Like, I don't know. I'm just getting excited here. This is why people severely underestimate the power of social media. The power of having access to all these relationships at the tip of your fingers. And it has nothing to do with how many followers you have. You can make your first sale on TikTok or social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, literally whatever. You can make your first sale on those platforms with 0 followers. It has nothing to do with how many followers you have. Thanks for the follow. Hi, James. Self-love, hello. Lozano, hello. Hi, welcome. Yeah. Woo! You teach social media monetizing in the class you're teaching on Monday. Not specifically. We have other resources that are more specifically about monetizing social media. For example, our Paid to Exist starter pack and our Paid to Exist challenge are very specific about how to monetize social media. But you can also join those during this stream if you're interested. I wanted to talk mostly about the class during this stream, but if you'd like to join the starter pack, it's a 7-day challenge, which will teach you how to get your first potential client on TikTok in 7 days. I'll send you the link to that as well. All is on. So with 435 followers, it's possible. It is more than possible. That is, like, you have no idea. You have no fucking idea. 435 followers is 435 people who give a shit about you. They give a shit about you. And the reason why you haven't monetized that or made money from those people yet is because you don't give a shit about them. Like, just to put it to you straight, the reason why you haven't monetized your following, whether it's 100, 200, 300, 400 people, is because you don't give a shit about those people. They care about you enough to follow you, but you don't give a fuck about them. And when you shift that, when you start actually caring about the 435 people who follow you, that's when you start making sales. And you don't have to be messaging with all 435 of them. There's just a few of them who show up regularly. I bet you can think of at least one person who you see on your page all the time, who's always liking your stuff, always commenting. I bet you can think of at least one person that you see all the time, the same username everywhere. That person is going to be your first client. That person is going to be the person who pays you first. When you decide to focus on that relationship and expand it. When you decide to communicate with them and find out what they need help with, find out why they're interested in you, find out what would, I don't know, interest them if you were to offer it. Do you realize that you can ask your followers what they want from you and then provide it to them and they will buy it from you? Do you realize that people give a shit about you and they're ready and willing to pay you? It's just that you're not offering them anything. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So to learn more about this and to know exactly the steps, like the 10-minute steps, you just do the specific thing to get that first potential client in 7 days. That's what our Paid to Exist starter pack is for, which is $50. It's all it is. It's $50. You'll get your first interested client in 7 days. So message me for the link to that. And as always, when you get that during this stream, I will give you a bonus gift, which in this case, today's bonus gift is our book, Quantum Cash. Yes. Okay, now you have my attention. Oh, now I do, Pedro? Now I do? Finally? All is on. Yes, no one talks about that. They always say you need like 100K followers. Yeah, that's bullshit. That's such bullshit. If you want to like monetize TikTok itself and have TikTok paying you, for that you only need like 10K or less to use TikTok's programs. But to monetize your audience, you need zero. Like you need 0 followers for that. 7 days, yes. 7 days. It does not take a long time. Yep, just DM me on TikTok, send me a message right now, and I'll send you the link. And when you join that, I'll email you the book as a gift. Yes. Hello, David. Nice. Welcome to my stream. I love live streaming. Oh my God, I love this shit so fucking much. Welcome to my stream. If you just popped on, my name is Sam. And send me the link. I will. All right, let me get you the link for that. One moment, please. I'm so excited. Yes, Pedro, you will be doing that in the challenge. I know. So excited. Okay, one moment, please. I'm messaging you back. Hi, Barcenas. It was great. How was yours? Thanks for the follow. Thank you for the follow. If you have questions about monetizing social media or quitting your job and having all your bills paid, having money to replace all your paychecks, let me know in the chat. We have a class about that on Monday that you can join. Okay. Sending links. If you get a link from me in TikTok DMs, you're just going to have to copy the link and paste it into your internet browser because TikTok doesn't let me send clickable links. But it works if you just copy and paste it. All is on. I'm sending you the link right now. Here you go. One moment, please. One moment, please. Okay, you should have it. It's in your DMs. Just copy the link and paste it into your browser and it'll work for you. You're welcome. Yeah, so when you sign up for either the class or for the starter pack, just let me know in the chat and I will email you our book Quantum Cash as a gift when you join during this stream. And if you haven't read Quantum Cash, you'll fucking love it. It is my favorite book in our series and there's a reason why, okay? Yeah. If you're interested in learning more about money and getting the inside scoop that you've never gotten before, you'll love Quantum Cash. I'm not married to a woman. I'm not married at all. I'm also not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. Just not. Am I streaming from Liverpool? No. Cool. Cool. Okay, great. Gotcha. How are you, Linda? Welcome. Again, my name is Sam, and what I'm talking about at the stream today, if you just popped on, is we have this class on Monday, which will teach you how to identify exactly how much money you need to make to cover each of your bills, and also know how to get every single one of your bills paid before you quit your job. So you'll know how to make all the money you need to pay every single one of your bills, and you can have all your bills paid every month before you quit. There's no reason why you need to quit your job and have no idea where your money's going to come from. This is possible. That was my experience when I did quit my job. That was what happened for me. I did not know how to replace my money, and it worked out, but it doesn't have to be like that. You can quit your job and also know exactly how every single one of your bills is going to be paid. And that's what we're going to be teaching at the class on Monday. So to join that, it's $100. Just send me a link on TikTok, or send me a DM rather on TikTok. I'll send you the link. And when you join during the stream, I will also give you our book, Quantum Cash. And if you have any questions about quitting your job, making money on social media, being paid to exist, following your intuition, etc., I'm happy to answer them in the chat. James, for sure. Amazing. Yeah, I'll send you the link. 1 second. G Chinchilla, what's up? Hi, love to sing. Hello. Okay. Okay. I know that some of you in the chat are, you can feel in your body that having a job is not for you. Is there anyone in the chat who's quit a bunch of jobs and or been fired from a bunch of jobs and you just have not been able to find something that sticks? Tell me. Let me know. There's someone who went through... Okay, James, I just sent you the link. Like I was saying earlier, just copy and paste the link into your browser to get it to work because it's not going to be clickable. But one of the people who went through our Paid to Exist challenge, season 1, she got fired from her job at the very end of the challenge. And like literally the last day of the 28-day challenge, she got fired. And you're welcome. Yeah. She got fired from her job on the last day of the challenge. And because she had just gone through our 28-day challenge and learned how to basically get paid to exist on social media, she was like, I'm going balls to the wall fucking ham on this shit. She's like, I'm not getting another job. Because her thing was that she'd been quitting jobs. She had never found a job that worked for her. She would get jobs, she would quit them after a while, and then this one she got fired from. And when she asked us, like, why does this happen? Why do I always quit jobs or be fired from them? The answer that we gave her was, because you're not supposed to have fucking jobs. You're not supposed to be someone who works a job. If you were going to be someone who works a job in this life, you would just have a job and you would stay there. But people who are always quitting jobs, being fired, etc., if you are always quitting or being fired, having a job is not for you. And here's the thing that people won't tell you. You don't have to have a business either. You do not have to have a business either. You do not have to have all the fucking fancy shit that business owners have. You can just live your life and be paid for it. You can just use your skills and talents to help people and be paid for it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have a business. It doesn't matter if you have this fancy structure and a whole team behind you. It doesn't matter, because you can learn how to make your own money and just live your life being useful and being of service and allowing yourself to be paid for it and have all your bills paid. It makes no difference either way. Life is not binary where it's like you either have a job or a business. That's not how this shit works. Like, there's a spectrum. There are people who are entrepreneurs who are like, I'm a business owner through and through. And there are people who are like, I just want to work a job. That's it for me. I'm good. And there are also people who are like, I don't want to have a business or a job. I just want to make money. I just want to do stuff and get paid for it. And you can do that too. Like, none of the stuff we teach you is like, you have to be a business owner. You get to just make money. This is why I was saying earlier that most people have no idea how to make their own money. They have no fucking clue how to make $100 in a day or 200. Like, if I challenged you to do that, would you be able to? On that one? Yeah. Well, good. So am I, because fuck having a business. I know I talk about my business all the time, but the idea of being like a business owner doesn't fucking resonate with me. I just want to do cool shit. I just want to show up on the internet and be like, this is my life. And like, get paid. And that's exactly what I do, you know? So, Tale of King. Okay. Hello. Hi, Josie. Josie's back. What's up? Okay, all is on. That's why I travel for my job and work contract jobs at the hospital. I can't be full staff. Oof. Yeah, okay. Fish in the percolator's back. Hello. All right. When you guys sign up for either the 7-day challenge or the class on Monday, James, I sent you the link to the class. I thought that was the one you wanted, but if I was wrong, just let me know. When you sign up for either of those, let me know in the chat and I will email you our book, Quantum Cash, as a gift. Yes, I do that. The class on Monday is not free. It's $100. That's it. Just $100. And the thing is, if $100 is a lot and you have no idea how to make it, that's exactly why you need this class. Like, let's be real for a second here. If you don't even know how to make $100 anytime you want it, that's exactly why you need this class. You have Quantum Cash. Oh, you do? Okay, well, if you already have Quantum Cash, I will send you a different book. Thank you for specifying. Yes, I can give you a different one, either Quantum Networking or Quantum Wealth. We also have a new book called Paid to Exist, and we also have a novel. If you like novels, we did write a novel about people pleasing, which is very, it's fun. It's a good one. All right. Okay. How can I manifest a nervous system? What the fuck does that mean? What does it teach? What do I teach overall? I teach my whole team right now, we're focusing on teaching you how to leave your job and replace your income and never look back. You don't have to work a job if you don't want to. But a lot of people don't know how to make their own money. So what we teach you is how to do that, particularly with social media. So overall, yes, we teach you how to make your own money on social media so you don't have to work a job. The class on Monday specifically teaches you how to replace your job income so you can get all your bills paid every month before you quit. And then when you quit, you already know how you're going to pay all your bills and it's not a stressful thing. That's what the class is about on Monday. So DM me for the link to join that. It's $100 for the class. And when you join during this stream, I'll also give you our book Quantum Cash as a gift. James, I keep jobs. I have one that provides a lot, but it's not guaranteed. I want to do more that's me. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, the class will help you. The class will help you if you want to consider leaving your job, but it will also help you if you just want to like learn how to pay your bills so you can have extra money and do whatever the fuck you want with it. Yeah. All right. Tale of King. I sent you the link. Mountain Witch, I missed the kickoff call on the 22nd for the $300 course. Do you need help getting into the community? Just send me a DM and I can help you. Yeah, that's okay. The kickoff call replay is available inside the community, but the kickoff call is where you get access to the community. So if you missed it and you didn't email with us, that's okay. I can help you get in. It's no problem. No problem. Just send me a DM. Hello. Hi, guys. I got my chapstick and I didn't even use it yet. Hi, Michelle. All right. Woo! I'm sorry, that was disgusting. I'm not sorry. Not sorry. You know what's really funny? Here's like a little bit of Sam lore. Oh, I never told the story about... I never told the story. Thanks, Pedro. I never told the story about why not being able to make my first $100, not being able to make my own $100 without a job was so humiliating. I'll tell that story in a sec. I'm gonna turn the light on. Okay. I live in the United States. Yeah. So here's the story, right? This happened in, it was September 2022, right before everything changed for me because I started using the information that we're giving you. Holy fuck. And the issue was my partner Andre and I were splitting the rent. It wasn't an even split because he made significantly more money than I did. And so I was only supposed to pay $200 a month for the rent and he was paying the rest of it. And on this particular month in September 2022, I only had $100. This is how broke I was. I had $100. That was all my money. And I needed to give it for the rent. And I owed $200, right? So I went to Andre and I was like, hey, I only have $100. Embarrassed, right? Because this is not the first month that I was short. This is not the first month that I was short for a $200 rent payment. This is how fucking broke I was, right? And Andre's like, well, I mean, rent's due tomorrow. Like, you don't know how to make $100 between right now and tomorrow? This was in the morning. And I was like, this was when I had to really face that. I was like, no, I don't know how to make $100 fucking before tomorrow. Are you kidding me? Because at the time, the only way I knew how to I knew how to get money like this was with a job. But even then, it's not, you don't get it like this. You have to wait weeks. And even though I had been making money on social media, I still didn't understand how it worked. So I still didn't know how to make $100 at any time like this. So I had to face that this time. September 2022 was when I had to actually look at the fact that I didn't know how to make $100. And it was the most humiliated I have ever felt in my life. Realizing that I didn't even know how to make $100 anytime I wanted. I didn't know. It was beyond my comprehension how to just bring in $100 in a day. And that was the turning point for me when I was like, wow, things need to fucking change. Things need to change. I'm 26 years old. I have no money in my bank account at the end of every single month because every penny of it goes to my bills, and it's still not enough. And crazy, 6 weeks from this point, a bunch of things happened this day. This day was like a huge day for me. The day that I didn't have all the money I needed, all that shit. This all happened in the same day. 6 weeks from that day, I had my first $10,000 month. This is how fast everything changed for me when I started using the information that we give. And it's been a long journey. This is 3 years ago. So I've been on this journey for a long time. But if you're new here, all I have to say is that you're going to find information from us that you've never heard before. And it will rock your world. And these days specifically, recently, we started helping people leave their jobs and replace their income and learn how to use social media to make your own money. When you understand how to make your own money, you will know how to make $100 from social media at any time. Or more, like $100, $200, $500, as much money as you want. You will know how to make that money, particularly on social media, anytime you want. This is a skill you can learn. Making money is not something that just is lucky or something that just happens for certain people. It's a skill. It's something that you can understand. It's something that you can see exactly how it works. I know it blows my mind because I used to believe that it was just fucking random, but it's not. Anyway, someone just signed up. Wait, we got 2 people signing up for the class. Yay! Amazing. Okay, cool. Wow, how fun. Okay. James is in. I'm so excited to have you, James. All right, let me send you Quantum Cash. James, are you still here? Yay! Send me a DM on TikTok. Just DM me on TikTok and I'll send you the link. James, have you read our book Quantum Cash before? Vanessa, no? Okay, I'm going to email it to you right now. You're going to love it. It's a bonus gift. When you join the class during this stream, I will send you our book, Quantum Cash, as a gift. Yay! I'm so excited to have you, James. All right. Quantum Cash. Here you go. Okay. Attaching files. Let's see here. There we go. This is my favorite book in our series, by the way. If you have not read Quantum Cash and you've been around for a while, or if you're new here, Quantum Cash is a mind fuck. It's actually insane how this book will change your awareness and your perspective on money. And it's not the same shit that you hear from everyone else. Everyone's like, oh, your frequency and your vibration, like you just have to elevate. You will not get the word frequency or vibration or quantum or atoms or anything in this book. I know it says Quantum Cash in the title, but it's not about explaining the science. It is, you just have to read it, okay? It's so good. All right, James, I just sent it to you. You should have it. All right, who the fuck else is joining this class? Yes. And again, as always, if you have questions about anything I've been saying, leaving your job, monetizing social media, intuition, etc., put them in the chat. I'll answer them. I love answering questions. I love streaming. I love people. I love everything about all of this. So I'm here to help you. Hi, Cece. Woo! Daniel. Extremos. So much love. Love. Yes, Pedro. Yes, Mountain Witch. Yeah, you must not have heard me. Okay. Mountain Witch. DM me on TikTok. I will help you get in. You're still in. You're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're fine. Just message me on TikTok. I'll help you get in. Yeah. It's a mind fuck. Yes. You're welcome. Yes. Yeah, you'll love it. So I sent you, James, the ebook and the audiobook. If you prefer ebooks, you'll have that. If you prefer audiobooks, you'll also have that one. And I would love to know your thoughts about it after you read it. Yes. Send me a good old message. A mensaje. There's a $300 class too. The $300 class is our 28-day challenge. It's a, oh, the fire department is here. I just got so distracted. The fire department's outside for some reason. The $300 class, it's not a class, it's a 28-day challenge. And I was going to tell this story earlier and then I interrupted myself. The 28-day challenge goes very in depth on how to monetize social media. And the idea is you will get your first payment, your first client or customer from TikTok in 28 days with the challenge. So that's the $300 thing. It's only available once a month. So it's not currently available. You can't join it yet. It will be available at the end of October. So that said, I was telling this story earlier and then I got sidetracked. One of the people who joined our $300 28-day challenge, the Paid to Exist challenge, her name's Shelby. She ended up getting fired from her job at the very end of the challenge. And she decided to take that shit seriously. She was like, you know what? I'm going to get motherfucking paid to exist now. I'm going to just take what I learned in this challenge and go ham on it. And she did. And she ended up replacing her job income after she got fired immediately. She started making more on social media than she was making at her job. She just posted again recently in our challenge community saying she made like $500 the other day to do some brand deal for some brand that she loves. And the challenge isn't specifically about brand deals. That's just one of the ways that you can get paid, because people get paid in all different ways. But the point of the challenge is that you learn how to monetize social media with your audience, not the platform itself. It is a misconception that people have that the only way to make money on TikTok is by having a bunch of followers. That's false. You can monetize TikTok and have clients and customers and people paying you with 0 followers. You do not need thousands and thousands of followers on TikTok to be making money. That's false. And the challenge shows you that. So that's a little side note about the challenge. But again, it's not available until October, the end of October. Oh, for sure. Okay. Mountain Witch. Just a second. I'm going to send you the link to join the community. Okay, here. Yay, James. Okay, enjoy it and let me know what you think. I would love to know your thoughts. Hello, Andre. Andre? Yes. But the class that I would recommend you all take if you're new here and you're interested in quitting your job and replacing your income before you quit your job is the class that we're doing on Monday. It's called the Freedom Blueprint. And it's $100. email. Just DM me on TikTok to get the link. Williams, thanks for the follow. And again, as always, if you just popped on, my name is Sam, and feel free to put your questions about quitting your job, making your own money, monetizing social media, following your intuition, etc. in the chat. I'm happy to answer questions. In fact, I love answering questions. Nice. Woo! Questions? Who here is thinking about quitting your job? Is anyone here who's watching, are you thinking about quitting? Are you thinking about never having to work a job again? Are you thinking about getting the fuck out of Dodge? Hi, Carlos. Okay, you are? Nice. Do you have an exit plan? Me, Pedro. I've been known that about you, Pedro. I've been known. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Nice. Do you guys have plans? Like, do you know you don't have a plan? Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Not really. Okay, so you want to quit your job, but you don't really have a plan. So, like, what's going on with you? You're just kind of waiting it out until something comes up, Carlos? Tell me more. What's the story? What? Okay. James, I'm looking into that. What the fuck? Maybe? Okay. Okay. Is there a reason why you haven't quit yet? James? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm looking into it right now. What is the reason why you haven't quit your job yet, Carlos? Oh, yeah. I see what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. I don't know why it just says my meeting. What the fuck? All right. Yeah, okay, so it's at 4 p.m. your time. It should be 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So James, you're probably on East Coast time. Are you on the East Coast? Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's the right one. All right, I just updated it. My meeting. Hey guys, come to my meeting. That's funny as fuck. All right. Too many assignments and the pay isn't that great. That's why you haven't quit yet. Thanks for the follow, Nicholas. Okay. Come on. Nay. Come on. Yes, all right, cool. She's in. I mean, I hate that bosses talk about doing this and that at the end. They end up giving more what? Fuck. Fuck. More work. Oh, okay, I see. They talk about doing this and that. Oh, do they talk about like paying you more? They talk about like rate increases and bonuses and promotions and shit, and then it's just more work? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, Carlos, do you feel like you are... I just want to know more about you because I have no idea. Do you feel like having a job is just not for you? Because I know what that feels like. I've been there. There was a time in my life where the idea of just working a job my entire life was like, I would rather say goodbye permanently, right, than work a job. I don't know if other people feel that way, but I definitely had a time in my life where I was like, this is unacceptable. The idea of working a job, getting paid shit, and not being able to go on vacations or do what I wanted to do was unacceptable. And I was unwilling to live that life. It turned out that you don't have to live that life, but that was when I knew that having a job wasn't for me. So is that how you feel too? Like just having a job is not for you? And you guys can all answer this. I'm not just talking to Carlos. Like if you feel like having a job is just not something that works for you or is meant for you, tell me in the chat. I would love to know. All right. I think so? Okay. I think so. What do you mean you think so? It's okay if it's a yes. You don't have to think about that. You can, if you like the idea of being a business owner, you can start a business. But I've said this before and I will say it again. You don't have to have a business. You don't have to have a job and you don't have to have a business. Life is not binary like that. Life is a spectrum. And there are some people who are like hardcore business owners. And there are some people who are hardcore employees. But there are also people in the middle who are like, I don't want to have a job or a business. I just want to get paid to do shit I like to do. And that is absolutely, you can do that. That's how I like to live. I don't really consider myself a hardcore business owner. I consider myself someone who just does what I enjoy and gets paid for it. Yes, exactly. Yes. So, Carlos, if you think you have to have a business, you don't. You can just make your own money and pay your own bills. And that's what you will learn at our class on Monday. Ultimately, the class on Monday is about how to replace your income from your job for every single one of your bills. Because people, goodbye, Steve. All right. People think, this is usually how people think. They're like, okay, I need X amount of thousands of dollars to leave my job. And it's overwhelming. People will think, okay, I need to make $7,000 a month to leave my job. And it's like, that's a lot of money. It's a lot. But it's actually much simpler and more manageable to break down the money that you need for every single one of your bills and learn how to replace that number. Because if you have a bunch of different bills that are like $100, $200, $300, whatever, it's so much easier to find a way to make $300 a month than $7,000. And if you have multiple different ways to make $200-$300 a month, you can easily get all your bills paid, even $1,000. I've said this before about social media. I'll say it again. Making $1,000 on social media when you know what you're doing is easy. When you know how monetizing your TikTok audience works, making $1,000 is brain dead. It's like the fucking easiest thing ever. That's like the minimum for what you can make in a month on social media. Just most people have no fucking idea how to do it or how it works. And that's what we teach you as well. So, yeah. Anyway. It is a good way to think. Yes, you don't have to have a business or a job. You can just get paid to do shit you enjoy. Use your skills, use your gifts and talents, and it gets to work for you. So Carlos, I would suggest that you come to our class on Monday, because that's exactly what you're going to learn how to do. How to replace your income and get every single one of your bills paid. What's up, Justice? How to replace your income and get every single one of your bills paid so that you can leave your job and also know exactly how every single one of your bills is going to get covered. You don't have to leave your job with no plan. You don't have to leave your job with no idea how you're going to make your own money. You can find ways to replace what your job is paying you for every single one of your bills and leave knowing that you're good before you quit. So that's what you're going to learn at the class on Monday. Like I've been saying, it's $100 to join. And I will also give you our book, Quantum Cash, as a gift when you join before the stream ends. Yeah, I'm listening. And if I cared about you, I would sell you something that holds whatever keeps falling. I don't know what that means, Pedro. Don't know. Ashmead, thank you for the follow. For Fersa Lucio Lopez, thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you. All right. Yeah, good. Justice, what happened? I got hella good advice, guys. Hella. You're good. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. It's all good in the hood. Don't worry about it. Ashmead, hello. I'm well. How are you? Precious Laura, hi. Precious Laura. Precious Laura. Good. Glad to hear it. Mucho glad to hear it. Thank you. Nice. All right, y'all. I'm going to go pretty soon because I got food in the oven that I got to take out. Oh, shit. I guess I know what I'm making for dinner. Nice. I went and did donuts in the field, and then I played in the creek. Inner child work growth. See? It's so fucking easy, and I bet you felt amazing. I bet you felt amazing the whole time. Didn't even have to leave the job, but why not be able to and not worry if they decide to... Exactly. Yes, James, you get it. Exactly. All right, y'all, I'm leaving. Thank you for hanging out. Time flies when you're having fun. Holy shit. Thanks for hanging out. I love you. I appreciate you. You can still DM me to get the link to join the class on Monday. It's $100. Bye. It's $100. You will learn how to replace your income and get every single one of your bills paid every month before you leave your job. So, thanks, Eric. I appreciate that. So you'll be good. That's what the class teaches you on Monday. It's called the Freedom Blueprint. DM me to get the link. We start Monday. All right? See you later. Thanks for hanging out. Send me a DM if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. Love you guys.